Hello, plenty people. Welcome back to my channel. I am Empress and this is Water Baby Wednesdays, released on a Tuesday night. So I am back. I have vanished for the last week because I had a huge work weekend the weekend before last, and I have been decompressing ever since. I really tried to do a Water Baby Wednesdays last week, but I ended up having appointments on Wednesday and it just didn't end up happening. Now I've been trying to get my succulent leaf video done as well, and again I just have been completely swamped. But I'm here to do a Water Babies video because I need to change my water anyway, and I'm behind, so let's catch up and let's catch up. So again, this is probably going to be another edition of What Haven't I Potted Up Yet that I probably have, should have, and didn't. But hey, it's on brand, right? So let's turn the camera around, get into the sink, and see what is growing in the water propagation station. I have a few new things going on in here, I think, that you may not have seen, and a few things that I can see from right here are doing really well. So I'm excited. Let's look at some roots. So we are back at the sink. Kind of a weird angle. Is the angle going to get better? Not really. It's kind of a weird angle. I don't know what's going on there. Sorry about it. So I haven't pulled anything down yet, so I'm just going to kind of do that and tell you a little bit about my trip away. So I mentioned briefly that I went to Newcastle for the Australian Burlesque Festival and I performed. I also shot a whole bunch of photo shoots, which was really fun, and I shot a whole bunch of content for my own Patreon as well. So that was really great. The show went well. I smashed my act. All the shoots went great. And yeah, so it's been a big week of recovering. It was a huge weekend and I really kind of pushed myself very, very hard. But I'm glad I did. I'm always glad I do. So it was nice to get back onto the touring circuit and travel again. And I'm not going to put that there because I want to talk about it a bit more. And travel a bit more, so that was really great. And I really enjoyed seeing some people that I haven't seen for ages, and I really missed my, performance family. I really, really missed everybody. So, yeah, it was great. It was lots of fun. I am very grateful to have been involved. I got to do my walking stick act, which is talking about my physical disability. And it was a very proud moment to do that in such a prestigious festival. I'm just pulling things down off the shelf as I talk, so that's why you can't see me doing anything. Yeah, it was such an amazing experience to perform an act that's so special to my heart in such a prestigious festival. So, yeah, it was a huge weekend, and that's why I've kind of not posted any videos since. So we're here. We're going to do a lot of catching up on all of these propagations. I am completely surrounded by jars at the moment because my shelf is quite full. It's awesome. It's cool. All right, so let's jump in. So again, we have this beautiful, look at her. This is the Snow Queen. Hold on, let me just turn off the grow light. We're getting that yellow. There we go. Now everything's going to be the right color again. So here is that Snow Queen cutting that I've had in here for quite a long time. If you've been watching from the beginning, you will recognize her from the start. I think she was, here? So she's grown quite a few leaves while going, and her root system is getting really, really big now. So I really, again, like I say, I really need to pot her up. She's, look at all these roots. She's getting very big for her vessel now, but she's doing good. Look how cute she is. Look, it looks like a little love heart, sort of, if you squint. So she's doing good. I'm just going to be laying out the plants next to me so that you don't have to listen to the trickling water sound over and over. So this Vitona nerve plant's doing really well. Look at all this new growth. Look at this. It is doing better in this glass jar than it ever did in soil, I swear. They're such princesses, such divas. Doesn't have any, can't see any roots happening though, which is interesting.
So there's no new roots, but it's growing like new leaves like wildfire. Cool. All right, that's a time. Go for it. Do you. And then so is the other piece here. Again, it's only got like 2 little tiny hair roots, and then it has all of... I keep bumping the tripod. I'm really sorry. It's going to be a wobbly day today. I'm very wobbly. Everything's wobbly. So it is what it is. Yeah, look at those new leaves. It's thriving in there, and it's got some little baby leaves here too. It's going to focus. Excellent. All right, you keep doing you. Just leave it in water, I guess. Drama queen. Now in here I have some string heart cuttings that are not from my previous propagation box. It is ones that I recently added in here. Have a look at how they're doing. Oh, we've got some roots happening there, so that's cool. And some roots happening there. And nothing on the third. So there's 3 different cuttings in here. So just keep plodding along with those. Don't hit the camera with the glassware. Wow, look at this. So there's that purple shield cutting that went in, and it had these old kind of rickety leaves at the base, and that was it. Now look at that beautiful new growth. That color is stunning. Look at that purple. Beautiful. So it's obviously loving under the grow light. I really do need to pot this up into the pot with the rest of the plant. I might do that this afternoon. I've worked a lot the last week and a bit. I should probably take a little bit of an afternoon and do some plant maintenance stuff. Look at those roots. Wild. And it's got new shoots growing under here. That color, look at that purple. Gosh, that's beautiful. What a stunner. All right. If I leave them out of water and I don't refill the water and put them straight back in, I'm hoping it might encourage me to remember to go pot them instead of just refilling them with water. Because this is another one that I want to pot up today. So actually no, its root system isn't as big as I expected it to be. No, it can probably go back in the soil today. So Tradescantia zebrina, good old spiderwort. So here is, wow, okay, this one I definitely have to pot today. Look at that one. So that's wild. So both these zebrinas are just going to go back into the original pot that they came from. I am not going to be putting them into anything separate. I just want my big plant to get bigger and fuller. So that's what's happening with those ones. All right, this red philodendron that has done nothing for months and months and months has finally popped its new leaf. Look at that. I don't know how well it's going to focus. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful, perfect new leaf coming out? So fingers crossed it keeps going in such a happy way. And then check out this monster of a root system. Look at that. It's going absolutely wild. Look. So I'm just thrilled by that because I really didn't know what this cutting was doing or if it was getting its act together at any point ever, and it finally did. So I do want to pot this up soon, but I have to check that I have all the right ingredients for soil first. I feel like I'm out of peat brick and I need to go get some more peat. So yeah, I need to check before I decide formally if this philo is getting potted up, but it's really exciting just to see it do something after many, many, many months of it doing absolutely nothing. That's exciting. So we're going to move back into here. I've already done the Tradescantia off the end. This is a star jasmine that broke off a tree that I was walking past when I was away on the weekend. So this is a star jasmine, that it broke off, and I just threw the cutting in my bag because I'm like, well, I may as well take it home and see if I could do anything with it, because I've had a jasmine before and I really loved it. And so let's see if this does anything, and we end up with roots at any point. At the moment, it is nothing because it's only been in here for a week. Wow, okay, she was stuck in there, like actually just stuck. So this is Marble Queen cutting, which needs to be potted up, I think, because she's got quite a long root going on, or maybe moved to glass. I don't know if it needs to stay in there, if it needs to go in maybe a bigger jar. So that's doing well. Beautiful kind of almost half moon variegation on this one, which is just lovely. It's got a new leaf popping up. Oh, it's got a new leaf. Super cute. Hopefully that's a nice leaf. And now speaking of variegated pothos, I have spoken to a few people and it really does look like what I have here is a mandula or a mandula, however you want to say it. And so I am extremely excited by that because they are really rare in Australia at the moment and they're like $50 for a cutting about this size, which I think is a bit silly considering it's a pothos and all pothoses kind of grow quite fairly quickly compared to some plants. And they're very easy to propagate. So, whatever. But looks like I have one. So that's really exciting. And it has 2 new roots. It only had 1 new root last time I looked at it. Look. So that's the original node root there. Oh, what's happening? Why have you blacked? Why are you black? Don't think that's healthy. Alright, I'm gonna probably just chop that off. That's a bit disappointing. Alright, so when I put that back in, I'm actually gonna make sure that the water level is sitting below where I've just cut that root off so that we're not encouraging any rot to go up further into the stem because I really don't want to lose it because I was just saying how excited I am to even own it. Oh, sorry, I'm not doing this on camera because I'm trying to look at it properly. So I'm just kind of snipping off any gross slimy bits. So, I'm just going to leave that to dry for the afternoon and then I'm going to put it back in water later. I probably should have checked them sooner, but yeah, so that's her. Please be okay. Because you've got a new leaf, look. It's also got a new leaf coming out. So, but this other root is new. Like, fresh. That wasn't there when I looked at it last. So, and that's exciting. And it also feels like there's another root about to pop there. So I guess we'll watch and find out. Anyway, moving along. Unknown succulent cutting in here that has gotten quite a few roots so far, so that's cool. I don't know what it is. If you happen to know what it is, let me know in the comments below. It's some lovely red hanging pot succulent of some form. I don't know. It's cute though. I got given it as a cutting for trading for something else. I don't know. Oh wow. Okay, so this is the watermelon peperomia. Oh, look, it's finally looking like a watermelon peperomia. Last water baby video we did, it didn't have any leaves that actually resembled a watermelon pep at all. And, that actually looks like one, doesn't it? Look at that. Aw. So, I don't know, it seems happy, even though the roots have gone a little brown. So, I don't know, I'm tempted to kind of just leave it as is for a little longer. I guess I'll keep an eye on it. Alright, so that's the test tubes done. Next I have another of my philodendrons. So this is, I don't know what this is. It's one of the ones that I got at Bunnings for really, really cheap because it was damaged and so it was on sale. And it hasn't, again, done anything for a really long time. And then suddenly, look, it's popped a new leaf. So that's really exciting. And did I just... Okay. And then, look, it's got roots coming out. So that's very cool. I love that. So it must be happy under the grow light in here. So I'm just going to keep it there for now. Yeah. All right, next, moving along. So this baby Peperomia Moonlight has, oh, look how big the babies are getting. Come on, can you please focus? Thank you. Look how little they are. So that's coming along beautifully. I'm going to give it a bit longer before I plant that up. I'm not quite happy with that yet as ready to plant stage. Some people probably would plant that now, but personally I will be waiting a little longer. So she can go back in there for now, and I'll change the water in a minute. So here is another of the Purple Shield cuttings that has been coming along well. It has all this new growth, so I'll turn it on the side here. So all of that is new growth. If it could just focus, that would be great. So all of that is new growth. That beautiful purple tip is just stunning. That color, love it. It's probably ready to go back into the mummy pot. Excuse me. Into the mummy pot as well. The root system's looking very, very healthy. So I might add to my to-do list for the afternoon. All right, moving along. So speaking of Marble Queens, I had Marble Queen out before, the half and half one, the half moon. This is the one that I'm also going to be potting it with. This is my other Marble Queen cutting, and it's almost ready for soil as well, but I do want to give it just that little bit longer. I really like, you know, if you've seen following my water videos, I really like to have a very established root system kind of in there before I decide to pot that up. So she's probably going to stay in here a little bit longer. Now, there's a couple of things I moved back under the grow lights. This philodendron is one of them. It has been in the bathroom, but I don't think it was getting enough light. And so it's down to this funny little nub now, which is a bit weird. But I'm just going to keep it in here under the grow light and hope that it comes back to life. And, you know, who knows? With the way philodendrons are for me, in maybe 3 months, I will have roots on there. Now I've got a couple other cuttings here, which are fresh cuttings. Now they might look a bit manky at the moment, but I'm hoping they will come back for me. Now these are a type of ivy that I got off my mum. It's a type of helix ivy, I think it's called. And it grows in this amazing sort of upward flat pattern. It's like a flat grow pattern, and it's super interesting. And I accidentally left it on the porch a little bit longer than I intended, and it got a bit dry, so that's why some of these leaves are brown and crispy instead of green and lush. So I chopped the plant up, and I've thrown the cuttings in here, and I've still got the main root system in the pot. But I'm really hoping that these cuttings in here will bounce back for me. But, you know, ivy is one of those plants that's very hardy and hard to kill, so I'm really hoping it will. So let's have a few, just going to pull some of these leaves off that I didn't pull off when I put them in here. So let's do a couple of befores, I suppose. So here is a before on one of them. You know, it's only been in here for a few days so far, so nothing's really happening. These leaves on the end were shriveling up, and these leaves, baby leaves, have come back looking a bit healthier. So that's about all it's done. It does have, I think these are aerial roots here, if it's going to focus. Weird little aerial roots, because this was a shoot that was kind of hanging off in a funny direction. And then, yeah, it's a hardwood, so there's nothing there yet. And I expect it will be a while before there is anything. Again, we have another one. This is kind of the before photo. Let's take off some dead leaves down here. I don't know why it's deciding to focus on the sink and not on the hands moving in front of the camera, but, you know. Oh, there we go. You heard me, did you? Alright. So this one is a before shot of this one. Again, this had these leaves looking very dull and sad when they went in, and now they're looking a bit happier. So, hopefully this will come back. That's its before. This one is literally just a stick of the middle section of the plant, because I had one long piece and then another weird long piece and then this piece that didn't make sense. So I just stuck it in. Let's see what happens. It might come back. And then this one here, which is another cutting of the ivy that's losing a whole bunch of leaves. So just come off. How about we just... There we go. Yep. So again, nothing going on yet. So they're just the befores. Another one that I brought in from the bathroom to put back under the grow light is this big red, imperial red philodendron, because it was not happy in the bathroom. It lost its new baby leaf that was coming out. It kind of just fell off, so I'm guessing it wasn't getting enough light. So I've put that back under the grow light, and I'm hoping it will bounce back being into here. I also had a leaf fall off my Triangularis oxalaxis or whatever they're called, but I don't know if it's a strong enough leaf to take a cutting from and it will propagate or not, but we're gonna find out. So I figured I had, you know, the empty space. Please focus, please. No, there we go. I had the empty space in my propagating station, so I may as well just throw it in and see if I get anything out of it. And yeah, so that's all of the jars. I've moved the tubs to another space, so I'm gonna take you out of the camera here and we're gonna go look at the other props and the Hoyas. And yeah, so it's time to say goodbye to these 4 Water Baby Wednesdays. These plants are going to go get potted up today. So there's the Tradescantias. The Snow Queen is going to go in with my big pot so that I can make my plant fuller. The Purple Shields are going to go in with the big Mama Purple Shield. And I found, just had a look, and I have enough things to plant my philodendron up today as well. And hopefully this one does well. This is the one that I'm most kind of excited / worried about. So if it doesn't do well, I'll update you, and if it does do well, I'll also probably update you. Otherwise, keep watching my houseplant tours and she will pop up in there eventually. So say bye, everybody. Bye, everybody. You won't see these in another Water Baby Wednesdays update. So I have moved my plastics onto a shelf over here because they were getting way too dry. Excuse all the dirt. It's from where I spilled a pot the other day, and apparently I didn't clean it all up. I thought I did. They were getting too dry over back up on the station because of the modem that was there. They were just getting, ironically, too warm and drying out too quickly. So in here they're getting light from the window that's a little bit dappled, and they're also staying nice and warm here. So let's open these containers up and look inside them. So we have the String of Hearts container that has my oldest one now, which is this baby here, which now has a new little shoot coming off. And the bulb on that, I don't know how well I'm going to be able to show you. Oh yeah, you can see it there. There it is, look at that. The bulb on that one is getting quite big. So I'm actually feeling comfortable transplanting that soon. Oh no, we've lost one. Oh, one shriveled up. It was only a new one though, so it's fine. So I'm actually thinking of transferring this to my big pot soon, which is exciting. Because I just feel like she's starting to outgrow this. She's starting to hit the roof and grow wonky, which is why now her top is bent there. So I'm really... Excuse me, lid, do you mind staying open while I'm talking? So, yeah, I'm really considering moving that over soon. And all of these other ones, some of them have, like, this one here, can I show you? Look at the size of the bulb on that one there. But it has no leaf growth or anything. So that's interesting. So when I take that other one out, this one, I might actually have a look at which ones have large bulbs. And if they have large bulbs, I might pop them into my main pot as well. Just because once they've got a big bulb, I feel like they're probably ready to move on with their life. Now, while we're in here, I've got the Peperomia caparata, which is doing quite well, except it has had one leaf shrivel up and die, but it also is growing new leaves. They might have dried out a little bit too much in between. When I was away, they did get it dry a little last week. So hopefully that's okay. And this peperomia is very much ready to come out of here. So I better get to that as soon as possible.
Oh, look, this peperomia in the corner has a new baby leaf. So that's exciting. Hello, baby leaf. So that's cool. And then our string of dolphins. I mean, they don't seem to be shooting any leaves up yet, but they're still definitely growing roots and attaching. So no confirmation yet as to whether or not it will grow a whole plant or if they're just growing anchored leaves. But, I guess time shall tell. Container 1. Oop, wobble, wobble, sorry. So this big dish here is quite empty at the moment. I probably need to get some more peperomia leaves going in this one now that I look at it. So this one here is definitely ready to come out and to be put in its own home. It's gotten massive. Look at that. So pretty. This one's coming along well in the corner here. This watermelon half leaf has roots. Oh, yep. It has roots. It has no growth yet, but that's fine. Around this side, there is, I think that's a green ripple. I think that's the last of my green ripple because my other one died. So I think that's all I have left at the moment. So that probably needs a transplant soon. And then this silver here, Rosso, isn't doing anything. And then these are leaves off that red succulent that I kind of just threw in here to see if anything would come off them yet. Nothing has, but that doesn't mean anything won't. So that's, sorry, the angle's not the best. So that's that big dish. It's not looking super exciting at the moment, but it's coming along well. Next. So next is the container of just string of hearts. So these are my plain string of hearts that I was saving from the mealybug attack, and they're coming along well. I'm actually really considering moving these to soil soon. I think they need more light. They're really starting to stretch, and yeah. So I might do that this afternoon as well. I really do want to do some plant stuff this afternoon. I've been working so hard. I do need a little bit of downtime with some music and my planties. So I think we're going to give this a shot and move it to a pot. Ha, that rhymed. A shot in a pot. Now that's starting to sound weird. All right, let's move on to the next container. But yeah, as you can see, it's got lots of new growth and it's looking really healthy, and I think it's just ready. Wow, it's super stretched though because it's just not getting the light requirements that it needs. See? So let's move her to a new big forever home, shall we? Alright, so in here, this watermelon pep is coming along well. I put 2 new raspberry ripple leaves in here, but they're feeling a little bit dry, so I think they need a little bit of a moistened with the spray bottle. And this little baby pep on the corner, this little baby raspberry ripple is doing quite well as well. So yeah, that's doing fine. And then, yeah. So while we're over here, let's have a quick look at the string of turtles containers. Now, at the moment, it really doesn't look like we've had any more kind of action that's visible, but they're all looking healthy and no more have shriveled up and died. So that's also a good sign. And then I'm just gonna get my hand right in the way here. If we look, they're starting to attach, which means they're starting to root. If I can get another one that's doing it. Look, this one's doing it too. So that's a good sign. So they're all starting to root and attach and do quite well. So even though there's nothing that you can really see yet, besides the fact they're all green and healthy and fat looking, they're rooting. I'm gonna have all of the turtles. It's so exciting. So my phone battery is about to die, so I'm going to try and smash through some of these as quickly as possible, but if it's cut in the middle, that's why. So the Standeliana cutting that I have done separate videos about, it has been drinking water like wildfire, and I got to rinse the balls off because they've got salt oxide on them. But let's pull it out and see if that drinking of water has been doing any action. Nothing. So, I mean, she's thirsty, but she's not doing anything. So I'm just going to wiggle her back into there.
So sure, girl, you do you, I guess. It's not dying. So, I'll pop that back in a minute when I've got 2 hands. This Hoya here, look at the leaves. So these 3 brand new leaves are the new leaves that it's gotten while it's been in leca. So that's, I mean, I love it. I keep looking at these leaves and walking past them, and they're just my pride and joy at the moment. Oh, look at that. So that is a root that has grown from over here. So it's grown all the way around and then poking up over here. Hello, little Rudy. Up, camera, there. Look at you, aren't you cute? So that's exciting. So that means it probably has, oh yeah, I can kind of see another root through there. And there. So that's cool. So that one's doing well. Oh, look at that. So this side over here, it's got heaps of like growth happening in the root system. So that's exciting. So that's that one that has this one here. So it has new leaves and heaps of roots. So leca is definitely a win for these Hoyas. This one's got some new root growth. Look, it's got a green nubbin. It's a green nubbin. That's exciting. So that is a Hoya Kerry, I'm pretty sure. So let's find out if I can bring that one back. This Hoya compactor is, I mean, I think I need to just call it quits and take all of the leaves off. I think I just need to do that and make the plant kind of deal with that. It's not giving me any root growth in there either. And that stem's looking quite black. So this one I'm actually going to pull out. I'm going to pull out and I'm going to prune it back, and I might actually cut it at this join here and re-stick it back in. So when you see this one next, it is going to look very, very different. So I'm just going to pop that one aside so I remember to do that. This one, oh, look at all these roots down here. So that's rooting beautifully. This one here, we have no new growth on the top half. Like I suspected, my phone died. So ignore the salt deposits on the tops of all of these. I was lazy and used a bit of tap water at one point, and that's just what happens when you do that. So this one's going along well, like I showed. It's got the roots there. No new leaf or vine growth, however. All right, moving along quickly now. Now this one's actually starting to look healthier. So these leaves are looking fuller and fatter. So maybe this little stump's actually doing something. I mean, again, it still doesn't look like it's doing diddly squat, but hasn't gotten worse. So get back in there and keep doing nothing, I guess. They're all due for water today too, which is something I have to remember to do. Some of them, not all of them. So this is doing nothing. It came off my inside compactor, variegata. Nothing. So we'll just keep watching that one. Oh wow, this one's doing well. So look at that. It's gotten a lot of roots kind of really grabbing hold of those leca balls there. So that's good. It's gotten, don't know how well you can see, but there are roots growing through behind there as well. So that's exciting. And another thing I really wanted to show with this one is its leaves were like super soft and squidgy a few weeks ago. And look at this. I can't bend those now without risk of them like cracking, which is what you want. That's a super healthy Hoya. If you've got leaves that almost want to crack when you want to bend them, wow, that one's like rock hard. Then that's the sign of a super healthy Hoya. So I am so stoked by that. And I don't know how well it's going to show up on the camera here, but look, there's a tiny little neat leaf nubbin. So hopefully that comes up good. It also shows me that the plant is growing and being healthy again. So that's really exciting. So it's got big, fat, juicy health leaves again. And yeah, so that's awesome. That makes me super happy. All right, this one here has a lot of root growth. This is the one that had the most root growth to start with. So I'm not surprised by that. Oh, look.
it's got a little vine popping out. So that's some cool new growth there. So that one's got, its leaves are happy and healthy, a bit dusty. Wow, super dusty. Look at that dust. Sorry, baby. So I need to go through and clean my plants, obviously. I have not had time to clean my plants. So that's cool that that one's doing so beautifully. That's awesome. Now this one in the corner here was given to me really, really dead and pretty much like, I don't know if you can save it, you can try. And I don't think I'm going to have any luck saving that. Although the stick, I don't know, it doesn't look as shriveled as it did. So I guess I'll keep watering it and we'll find out, won't we? I think that's it for my water and leca, etc., for this week. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. I tried to keep it short, but as always, I ended up rambling on, and it's not ended up short at all. Anyway, thank you for watching. I will be back soon with some more videos. If there is anything in particular you want to see, then let me know in the comments. I will be doing my spring houseplant tour soon, and we can check in on all the growth that has happened since my winter tour. So that'll be exciting, and I'm actually looking forward to going back and watching the old winter tour myself and having a look at how much everything has grown. Yeah, so if there's anything you want to see, let me know. Please follow me on Facebook. I now have a page for just my plant tips with Empress thingamajigs. And please follow me on Instagram as well. I will pop all of those things down there. Anyway, please like and subscribe and keep growing like your plants. Bye.